All really a degree shows is that you're willing to sit down and learn something for a long period of time.
A man unsolicitedly came to me and was flexing about having a house, having a this, having a that, having it all together. And he said, I have one degree, I'm working on a second. And so my frame of reference, right? I go, oh, what is your master's in? What are you getting your master's in? He says, no, it's not my master's, it's my bachelor's. And I said, oh, okay, well, congratulations, one more semester, whoop, whoop, whoop. What was your first degree in? He says, it was my associate's in business. And I said, oh. And I had to pause because one, I had never heard someone talk about going from an associate's to a bachelor's as two separate degrees. And two, it just felt intentionally deceptive because like, this is like a 30-something-year-old man talking about, like, we know what the connotation of saying I have multiple degrees is, and it's very rarely an associate's. But I was willing to be like, maybe that's my frame of reference. So I went on Threads, and this is exactly what I posted on Threads. Like, I'm gonna read, this is exactly what I posted. And when I tell you, the comments are in there telling me an elitist, saying I'm dumb, saying like, well, two is more than one. Yeah, girl, that's why it was in quotes, because connotation and definition will forever kick y'all's ass. And then I had posted a few days ago that the people who disparage higher education are usually ones that are bad at it. Nothing in that text was disparaging higher education, but some people, again, because definition and connotation elude y'all, are like, oh, this is like, oh, how ironic. I will say there were people that genuinely answered that were like, well, I got my associates in X and then I went to Y, so I do consider it two different things. Or, girl, I put in that time and it kicked my butt, so I'm claiming it. And I'm like, yo, respect, because when I tell you higher education, I have a master's and a bachelor's. Master's kicked my butt. Bachelor's, I worked full time, I paid my way through, like, it kicked my ass. So there's nothing, I think it's an amazing accomplishment to one, be able to suck it up, to go to class, to do the work, to two, to stick with it for X number. I never said none of those things, but people's insecurities, hit dogs will always holler, bro. Hit dogs.
One thing is associate's degrees are important depending on the field. If you have associates in business, really you just covered the core classes. You're not really getting into like the business administration, business marketing, that stuff like that. I have a bachelor's degree in business finance, right? But I also have an associate's degree in fire science. But when you are getting into the trades, an associate is really good because typically with associate degree for the trades, like, firefighting, or we're looking at like nursing, anything trade tech, like technician. It's good to have an associate's degree in that because you don't need a 4-year degree. You just need an associate's degree. It really depends on what you're doing. All really a degree shows is that you're willing to sit down and learn something for a long period of time. Want to see the full clip? Head to Mr. Marcus World YouTube channel. Link is in the bio.